What's up, everybody? I'm Joel.
And I'm Tara.
The Tool Time Terror. And this is Working Dirt. And today we're going to be doing a tool review on the new subcompact 18-volt brushless cordless drill set and reciprocating saw. So stick around. Okay, so if you're doing or watching a tool review, you're probably wondering where should you spend your money and how much money should you spend? Well, the first thing I would consider is what brand are you buying and their reputation. And with Makita, obviously you see I own them. The thing that sticks out in my mind is their battery life. Their battery life and durability has been phenomenal. I haven't had one issue with probably the 8 batteries I have, and I've had these for several years, all my Makita tools. And the better part is, you might not know, is that they have a 3-year warranty on their lithium tools and batteries. So that's impressive. I don't know if other companies back it with that type of warranty, and if they even did, I wonder if they even followed through. And I'm pretty sure that Makita would honor their warranty. You know, some say it, they're not about it when, you know, the rubber meets the road. So, also, the thing, instead of getting into all the specs and details, because there's a bunch of other reviewers out there doing that, I wanted to bring the things that mean the most to you on your project. So, with that, I'm going to talk about the most evident thing, which is subcompact. These drills are getting smaller. This was a compact drill from Makita. Now we're getting smaller with a lot of power. And so my point is what does the size, what is it going to mean to you? How are you going to benefit from it? So I knew already how I was going to benefit, but I was also looking to get my significant other over here a little on the job, a little assistance. And so if I was going to get her help, then I needed her to have a drill she can hold and use.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable under control with these than something like
well,
this.
let's show them what you had. So when I first met her, I get into her little toolbox, and this is what I pulled out. Yes, the tried and true old school DeWalt, which I have nothing against DeWalt, but the old NiCad batteries, these were about 5 or 6 pounds, but they still last. They're still a good tool, but you know, technology improves. You might as well take advantage of the benefits. So it's good for her hand, and then also I'll point out that the grip is still big enough for big hands. I have really big hands, and so I'd say the grip's almost the exact same size. I mean, it's a smidge smaller, you won't even know, but it's very comfortable. But they made the head a little smaller and the base a little smaller. But it's not the size that counts, it's the power. Anyway, so now the reciprocating saw, as you see, it's gotten smaller. Why is that going to help you? Well, when you're working in between your floor joists or you're up in your rafters, you need to get in between them, 16-inch on center. And so these are going to do that. And not only are they going to do that, but let's say you're trying to reach something because you're always in an odd position on the ladder on the job site or something. And this is going to give you more control because the weight is closer to your hand. Whereas, hold that thing out. This is the old school reciprocating saw, and while it will still do the job, that thing's about probably 6 to 7 pounds, and the weight's all out here, right?
Yeah.
So you're relying on it like sitting on the board and all that stuff. Anyways, it's not as fun to use.
It's a 2-hander versus that can be a 1.
Correct. So 5.7 pounds, they've shaved some weight, it's versatile, fits in your toolbox better. That's another reason why size is better. Everything fits a little nicer. So yeah, we're talking about a weight a little bit. This one's only 2.6 pounds with the battery, and this drill is 2.8 pounds. But what I like about that is because now you've all seen these drills have these hooks, but those belt hooks or ladder hooks, whatever you want to call them, they're going to pull down your pants on some of these bigger drills. And so yeah, you hook them on the ladder, that's fine. But now with these smaller drills, they'll stay, you can hook them to your pants pocket and climb the ladder and you're good to go. That's such a nice feature. That's going to help you do your job more effectively and efficiently because your bags are going to be full of other, you know, screws and tape measures or whatever. So Would you agree you like the lighter weight on your pants?
Lighter weight on my pants.
Because you don't want your pants on the job? No. We talked about size and the weight. They've obviously gone to the black color. I don't know why. I think it's pretty cool. I'm telling you, when I first saw them, you see them at Home Depot, they almost look like play tools. Nothing against Makita, but you just don't believe the power is in there. But we are going to talk about power now. So in order to show you, well, first I'll tell you, this is your impact. It has 1,240 inch-pounds of torque, and to give you a clue, that's roughly around 95 foot-pounds of torque. And 95 foot-pounds is kind of what most lug nuts get torqued about 90 pounds to 110 pounds on a car or truck, and this guy has that torque. Now, you're not going to use this day in, day out. You'll probably have a bigger one. But to know that it has that type of power, that's a lot of power. And hopefully it gives you guys a good analogy so you can put something to these numbers. Because sometimes, they're meaningless and you don't know how they're applied. So with that, I'll say the drill speeds, okay? So this small drill, it can go 0 to 500 or 0 to 1700 on the high speed RPMs. And what that helps you with is, at high RPMs, you can drill a small drill bit through, like, let's say steel. You need high speeds for that. Whereas if you're turning a larger radius drill bit through a dense material, you need a lower RPM and high torque. So these are more capable of having the RPM range that you need on the job or project, and they will do that. Now, to give you another relation here, this tool is the XPH07, the huge drill by Makita, and this one can put out the 90 foot-pounds of torque. That is just amazing for a drill, not an impact, but a drill. Makita sells a big impact, but for a drill, this is why they actually sell a anti-torque bar, so it doesn't take off your arm. All right, so now you're wondering, well, let's see the power, and how does the power hold up against, each other. We're going to start with the little impact here. What we have is a 3.5 inch exterior construction screw going into 1 3/4 dense hickory, and then a piece of, I don't know, wet reclaimed wood, because it's the reclaimed air and that's what we're about. So, Tara, you show them. We're going to put this on the high torque setting. And did we talk about the auto torque?
No.
Okay, real quick. This is another big feature. So, this, if you hold it to the camera, you hit the button again. Is it red? No. So you hit this button, and
it's our battery.
Yeah, so you hit this button. Oh, you hit the trigger, now it's on. Okay. So you hit this button again, and you have the soft torque or slow speed, and then you hit it again, you're on the auto. So you got high speed, low speed, and then the auto speed or auto torque feature used for putting in screws so she doesn't mess up. It gives her more control, especially, like I said, if you're on the ladder or something. That's where your auto feature is going to help you. So why don't you go show them?
We're on the auto.
Yeah, we're on auto. Go ahead and do the auto. Oh, I see.
It's cracking.
Okay, so as you see, it ramped up once she had control. Now go ahead and put on the high torque just so they can see the high torque. There you go. There you go. Yep.
Both lights are on.
And I'll show you. Yeah. This hickory is splitting because it's afraid of these drills, I'm telling you. Okay, all right, so now we're going to go to the second speed, which is high RPM, low torque setting. We want to see if it has enough power to drill these screws in. So let's go ahead and do it. 350 inch-pounds of torque right there, folks. Okay, so now to show you the big boy, this thing doesn't even sweat. We're going to put it on the high speed, low torque, but don't let this thing, I don't even say low torque because it has so much torque. All right, let's see. Full trigger once you get it started. All right, there you go. That's the power of your bigger drill. Okay, now we're gonna bring out the classic, nothing against DeWalt, but we just wanna see, like, does the old battery technology, NiCad battery, hold up and drive a screw as fast as these ones? Here we go. So you split the wood. That's nice. Yeah. Don't mind our other screw holes. I was just testing, but it did the job. So you know what?
But
hats off to DeWalt for their old school drill. I will say real quick, we're gonna give you a little tool tip of the day. So I found out from watching Dirt Monkey's YouTube channel. He was at a show and they had all these drills or different tools from Makita in this box, and it was raining on them. And I was thinking, what, are they waterproof now? And I couldn't understand why no one else was talking about it, or it's not on the website really. But I guess they have these other tools with XPT technology or extreme protection technology. And it's basically more seals around the motor to make it waterproof or highly water resistant, and then to protect it from dust and whatnot. And so I immediately looked, and I don't think this one has, or these are part of that. But if you're someone that maybe works in the Northwest and it's always raining or something, then take a look at those tools, XPT. But with that said, she was with me the other day when I was working in the rain on the deck, and I don't like my tools in the rain, but if I have to do what I have to do to get paid, I'm going to do it. And these didn't back down one bit. I had chargers that were getting sprinkled on a little bit. My drills were getting wet, and they held up. And I've had them for a couple years, and I've had sheetrock dust on them, which is that fine dust. Pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
So Makita, they're doing their work. These things are awesome. We didn't cut. I know you guys want to see this. You want to see if it cuts. All right. All right.
You want me to cut?
I want you to cut the wood for them. Just cut down the hickory. Just cut this way.
Just the hickory?
Yeah, just some hickory. Just show them some love. Oh, okay. The blade's scared of you. All right, there you go. Go, go, go. Got it? That's good. She's halfway through. That's 1 3/4 inch hickory, folks. Power. And so that brings me to my final thought, and hopefully this helps you out. It's not the tool that makes the craftsman, it's the craftsman that makes that of the tool. So there are a lot of competing tools out there. Buy the upgraded level if you want to step up your game, and step up from, like, let's say the Ryobi or Black & Decker. You're going to be impressed. Like I said, like the variable speed control and the trigger, that on one of these tools, it's so nice, it has so much finesse. It's just, Whereas, for example, I used her Ryobi skill saw the other day, and I put it on the 0 plate setting, degree setting, and I went to cut my board, and it was 4 degrees off. That's something that is what you get with cheaper tools. It wasn't precise, so I had to go there with my right angle and make sure my plate was straight before I cut the wood. So for the weekend tool guy who wants to step up his game, buy one of these nice drills. You're going to be very impressed. In the size, if you're not drilling 4-inch screws every single day, then the smaller drill is going to meet most of your needs. And when you need that bigger task done, it'll do that too. So with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and tune in next time. We'll do some reviews on these other brushless tools I have, and a Milwaukee pack-out system. Anything you want to add, Tara?
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, your viewership helps us support our charities. Each quarter we donate to a charity, so
and that too.
Feel free to like and subscribe. See you guys later. Thank you. Done.